this particular season, the earth is getting heated up. And here we have to mark one beautiful Subhashita that Saha Pratikshena Jyotisha, meaning the maximum heat that could be attained compared to all other seasons, and that maximum heat, not only water that has been grabbed or absorbed by the earth, will be distributed also during the entire year. So earth must have or preserve good heat, and actually the top position or top way for the Agni or sun's heat to reach the land was when the sun gets exalted in astrologically, that is in Mesham, and again that is 14th May to, sorry, 14th April to 15th May. That is what we call as Agni. That Agni is, I mean, Surya is exalted, and then at that time we have got one more name to Rudra as a Hutasana Agni. That means whatever is offered, he will be reducing the thing into and consuming that. Therefore, summer season is highly powerful. High, there is light, there is also plenitude of light in the atmosphere because Jyotisha Pratikhyena. See that pradhanyata is about the Jyoti or the light luster, and that lighter or luster is highly resplendent, highly powerful. So in that kind of light, the entire summer. Therefore, during summer, it is not only the people get more heat because they live upon the earth, and also the earth by itself, because that is the only occasion in the entire year for Surya Bhagavan to give enough heat energy or install and deposit heat energy upon the earth, which energy will be consumed whole year. Anything that is being provided by sky or by the other respective devatas, more so the sun Surya Bhagavan, that will be sustained as a prop and as a prop and subsistence by all people during the whole season, because same season, I mean same kind of spirit or heat or energy or the zenith power cannot be expected every season, because after summer the seasons are going to be cooler and cooler. Therefore, it is necessary that earth must be given enough store of energy that it could be able to spread it to the other seasons also, though that there will not be absolute cold. Even though in cold season it is cold, but people are able to stand that cold because of the presence of the uh, heat that has been circulated or shared by that. So pratikhyena jyotisha is an interesting word that pratikhyena jyotisha means whatever jyoti or heat that was there that has been shared to other seasons also, and therefore this particular summer season is really powerful. That's what we are going to introduce. I mean, actually, Aruna Prashna is having a significant, precise, concise description of the seasons, not very much. Not very much as you find in the literary compositions of the classical Sanskrit. So generally in Vedas, the description or varnana of objects is highly crisp and limited. They give you one or two epithets to signify the totality of power of the gods. For example, Swastina Pusha Vishwaveda. Then once you talk about the Pushan god, what is the chief characteristic of that Pushan god? It is simply Vishwavedaha, that is, he is having a universal knowledge. What is happening at what place? All this has been there. Therefore, you talk about Indra, Indriyavan. So, strength and execution and victory, Indra is taken as a standard. So, in the same complex, the same strain, here also you observe the description of the season. This Aranyaka has crossed the borders of the Samhita and Brahmana. Therefore, it cannot become a literary composition because whatever poetry, whatever kavi and kavya, etc. element could be there, it could be in the Samhita times. That's why we have some works written, prepared by some great scholars. For example, we have one beautiful work done by Kavi and Kavya in the Rigveda by Dr. N.J. Shende, who is my research guide and professor. He was a staunch worker, researcher, and again he has written one more book as Kavi and Kavya in Atharveda, which means that the position of Kavi means having the imaginative power, having that Kranta Darsitva, having that kind of wisdom. Kavya is the sentence, expression of the thoughts of a Kavi, and all that will be contemporary to the times because the mantras or Vedic period does not close in one. There is a long process of time wherein all the Veda mantras or knowledge has been revealed and imparted and discussed and explained by so many poets and so many sages. Therefore, you see that how crisp is that Suklavasa Rudraganaha, referring to the Rudras, the Surya Bhagavan's representatives actually, because Surya is Rudra only. Tamro Aruna Utababhrusu Mangalaha. So there we have got in the very opening paragraph, Aranuvaka of Rudra in Yajurveda Samhita say that Surya is Rudra only because he possesses all that power and characteristics and complexion, just like that of that. Therefore, in fact, in order to reflect away the heat that comes to people during the summer season, they have to wear reflectors. Whereby the reflectors will do the job of sending away whatever heat extra comes to them. Therefore, the good Rudraganas who are innumerable number who are moving upon the earth, they will specifically choose to wear the white dress. And then they are all moving upon the earth with that. And so what is known for the summer season is Surya exaltation, that is in one of the Rasi, Mesha Rasi. Then secondly, you find Rudras, all Rudraganas moving on the ground. And in order to reflect to enhance the heat upon to benefit the earth, they will also wear the reflectors like white dress by them. And therefore, we have got also Svetambara, Digambara, and Charmambara. Rudra is having different colors of attires. It's only probably circumstantial, as our rishis have discovered the god to be like that. Actually, we do not know how are the gods, how brilliant are they, what kind of attire or the bhushanas or ornaments they wear. We don't have much knowledge by directly for ourselves, because in order to have a sketch of all these gods, we must depend upon the descriptions given by the rishis in the respective samhitas or suktas, wherein the respective gods have been addressed. Therefore, this is a beautiful sloka, mantra, where crisp description of summer season is there, where Rudraganas are freely moving on the roads. But why are they moving with white robes? It's only to help the earth to get all heat possible and then absorb. And with that stocking of the heat, because earth is the place where it stocks water, also it stocks heat, stocks so many things, because earth is a product, is a source for a number of different kinds of products. It gives you water, it gives you grains, it gives you fruits, it gives you flowers. Therefore, Nijahan Prithivigum Sarvam, that we have got to mark. See, Sarvan Prithivigum, the entire earth is being. Prithvi means Prathanat Purvi, that is, earth is highly widespread. It's not only at one place. It has got that Prathanat Shabda, that you can expand the earth. For example, in Bombay, you see that in that Marine Drive, people have drawn big cement cubes and pushed the ocean level, and they made big road and all that. Queen's Necklace also comes like, which means that you can encroach into the ocean shore by making necessary arrangements. Therefore, the Prithvi is called, it is liable to be expanded. And another example I can give you, that big Charandi is there, the water sewerage canal in mid of that Bangalore or any other place. So those people who don't have space outside that Charandi, they will just build cement blocks over that and build houses or make shops and all that. One example is in the Jayanagar 5th block, Bangalore. Anyway, so this is why the earth is called Prithvi. You can even encroach into anything like that. And so whatever it is, Jyotisha Pratikshera Saha. In the next passage, where he begins that rainy season. You know, one season gives rise for the another season, because you have already come across a statement, Ruturu Rutuna Nudyamana Vinanada Hihavaha. You are going to get it. Because Rutu Rutuna Nudyamana, season alone is capable of pushing that season to another season. Because that seasonal pushing could be done, because they're all matching people. Unmatching people cannot operate with matching. Therefore, what could be that which pushes the season? Another, that means supposing in the classroom, if a teacher is taking class, bell over, another teacher will be standing on the corridor to take his class. So looking at that teacher waiting, this teacher has to get out and give room for that another teacher to go inside and take his class. So this is what is the normal formula running in the life. A pure cannot push away the teacher teaching in the class. Only another teacher, another lecturer, professor can ask the other professor, "Sir, it is my time. You are taking my time." He will say like that. No. Therefore, we have that kind of position. Now let's come to know something about the rainy season, which is most wanted season, because we have said Vishwa Rupani Vasadumsi Adityanam Nibodhata. See, rainy season is a is a resource season, when after during the rainy season you find the entire nature, or the trees and plants and all that will give you colored articles. For example, there are all kinds of mangoes, oranges, and all that, green, pink, orange, red, all that kind of colors will come. They are called Vishwarupani, means many colors. And again, their actor, and also fruits, color, flowers, color, crops, color. Where is that means during the rainy and after, you find a lot of, and moreover, what sprouts were hidden inside the earth. The moment the rain comes, we all observe that the sprouts come up, or the plant small group. That's why Krishnapachya, Akrishnapachya, there would come up the Krishnapachya, those which are those plants whose seeds are sown, those plants we have never bothered to sow their seeds, even they also appear. Therefore, you see the entire season highly colorful because you see during the summer and before, all the green leaves of the trees and other things, they all fall down. They become bald. The trees become bald. But now, when once the rain comes, the water touch has got a lot of magical difficulty, magical effect. Therefore, please note that nibodhata, the verb nibodhata means please note. What is that you have got to note? Vasagumsi Vishwarupani Adityani, all the 12 Adityas, Adityanam. Adityanam means all the 12 Adityas, they will have the attire. What is the attire or dress that the Adityas would wear, would be wearing? It is only of different colors in order to provide the fruits for the whole year, and what rain you get in during rainy season is good enough because earth stores water. The trees and plants, they take the water with their roots inside the earth. Therefore, they remain green to the world outside. You may pour water, you may not pour water. Those generally planted on the ground, they remain green because they take water from inside. So therefore, all these plants are called as padapaha. Padapaha, padena pibanti jalam. So pada, what is the pada for a tree? Roots, mulani. And we also like that. We take our food from the mouth. And we are inverted trees. Therefore, all signals, all things must be going from the brain. We are inverted tree, but for all prosperity, all health, all happiness must flow from brain, mind. So, but for trees, all greenery, happiness, fruits come from the water down because they have the roots, and through roots they live their life. Therefore, because of the Adityas kept taken the different colored robes, very looking very beautiful. And then even in one tree you see different colors changing. For example, mango, before it is a fruit, it is a white, it is a green. And that green completely turns to different color, yellow or red or mixed or that and all that. So here it says Vishwarupani Vasagumsi Adityanam Nibodhata. Please understand that the 12 Adityas they will wear with them very beautiful, powerful, colorful dress. And why do they wear? Because they have to give fruits and flowers and etc. of different colors, attraction, varna, to the world. Therefore, owing to the sun's rays, Yabhi Aditya Tapati, because of the rays, Aditya gives you heat, and then that heat only turns into rain and gives to upon the earth. So because of the rain, people are getting different variety of menu or food articles, and that Vishwarupanyajataha means people are able to enjoy different kinds of dishes and also different colors of the dishes. Not only even the dishes also are known for the color, and so red, green, yellow, and depending, because that's why the color is a life, varna is life, and something special is life. Bhoga is life. Therefore, the Vishwarupanidyataha yataha will tell you that the earth commensurate to that, probably it is able to yield products depending upon the area that is marked out for that. And moreover, it is said, rain is the blessing. Adityanam Nibodhata, when he said that, my dear friends, please understand, the heat is from God, Surya, and also water or rain is also from God. That's why in our Saur Suktam, we have a Shanno Bhavachakshasa, Shanno. In that sloka, in that mantra, Shanno Bhava Hima. So whether it's a cold or snow or anything that we are experiencing upon the earth, all is due to the so due to the power, grace, influence of Surya Bhagavan. So another thing is Saho Varshibhihi Dadatagum. So Varshabhi Dadatagum. Varshabhi Dadatagum means the repeated rains are there, not one day only rain. During the whole rainy season, you get repeated rains. Varsha Gum will tell you Varsha Bhihi or Varsha Gum tells you that there is no one-time rain, but during the season there is rain many times. Unless many times installment basis, plenitude of water reaches the earth, which earth will be able to stock and store and give rise for that. So that's why where is water? Water is upon the earth, not in the heaven. Whatever water from framed or formed in the heaven, until the last drop of the water is sent down. And so the Akasha, after rainy season, becomes empty. Therefore, he said, Varshabhihi dadatagum. And the earth is supplied with water. And moreover, what is there in water? There is the water has the two contents. One is light and electricity. That's why we have got number of hydroelectric projects. So what heat that God has got in him, what he has shown you during the summer season, what he cannot show during the rainy season, because of the water, that light and electricity could be given out whole year. So light is Aditya, electricity is the Rudra. Otherwise, it is called the what you call Jyoti or lightning, or that power is Rudra. And the base for the power is Surya Bhagavan. So Rudra and Aditya, they go hand in hand, work together on the two consecutive seasons, namely consecutive season, the summer and rainy season. So the Namakam, we have noted Tamro Arunavata Babrusu Mangala. So so Rudra is very hot and all hot like that Surya Bhagavan. But like Surya, he is also Sumangalaha. He is also provider of Mangala, prosperity, auspiciousness, and happiness. Therefore, not only in Rudram, in Yajurveda Samhita, you find Rudra and Aditya identified. Even here in Aruna Prashna Taittiriya where sun is the subject matter, he is given the clue to us that Rudra is Aditya, Aditya is Rudra. Both are the same, one name, but differently functioning. And next we are talking about the rainy season. How would it be? Adukho dukkha chakshuhu iva. The entire sky actually has not got any dukkha. Dukkha is clouds. But because of the presence of the clouds, it appears as though the eye has got a problem. Eye has got a difficulty, eye problem is there. That's what they feel. So adukho dukkha chakshuriva. And again, because of dukkha chakshu, because of the dukkha chakshu, How does the color appear? Tadma pita iva drishyate. Idu tat, therefore, apita iva drishyate. Apita means apita means completely tawnish, reddish. Actually, red is a sign of infection also, or some kind of indication of dukkha or change in the eye. Normally, the eye will be white and black. Clear eye, which has no roga, it is quite clear. But because of this kind of problem covering the sky, so it looks tatma, the api, the yudrishyate. And not only that, the season looks as though it is suffering from the cold. It is shivering with cold and tormented by the cold. Sitena avyathate. Sita is the cold. Vyatha is dukkha. Actually, the sky has no dukkha at all, but it is an imagination or metaphorical uh, statement that whenever there is a red varna or tears in the eye, we think that it is something connected to the eye trouble, whether it is out of dukkha or out of emotions or out of the problem. Therefore, adukho dukkha jitshuriva. Therefore, padma pita iva drishyate. Tadma pita iva drishyate. Therefore, it look apita. You look at it. Apita means it is completely pita varna, completely Pitavarna, and that kind of Pitavarna is so, and how like it is more compared, because there is that kind of poetic sense in the Rishi responsible for Aruna Prasna. Therefore, what he thinks of is Rudakshaiva Drusyate. So Rurudaksha, Rurut Aksha, Ruru is an animal, Aksha is the eye. And that animal is not available now, extinct it is, but this is found in the something like stags, they call it black stags. The black stag animals may be extinct now, and they are in the forest, and there will be plenty of grass growth, and that grass becomes food for them. So, because of the rainy season, plenitude of grass or food will be grow in the forest area or any area, free area, which forms the food for the stags or animals like that. Here, Rurut is a term where that is taken as an upalakshana. So it is all animal dam, all kinds of animals are signified with this word, meaning that when rainy season is there, the animals are also benefited because because of the grain, automatically the grass grows. Grass is the food for all many animals, and therefore they. So this particular passage, Rurudaksha iva, Rurudaksha iva drusyate. So drusyate means it's only a metaphorical expression that it looks like that. I read again. Adukkaha dukkha chakshuriva. So during rainy season, the sky has not got any kind of dukkha. But for onlookers, it looks as though the sky has got a problem, and so there will be tears in the sky. And when the eye is troubled, it turns into the apita varna. And not only that, the clouds are not stable, they are fickle, they are changing, they are moving. So why they are changing, moving and all that? Because Sitena Yathayanniva, the Sita, the cold chali, that will make the clouds in the sky be mobile, be affected with tears or redness in the eye. And Rurudaksha iva drusyate. So drusyate means they at that time, it will the animals will also have that. The passage refers to the characteristics of rainy season, one, and the season has showers of water from sky, and the temperature falls down. When rain comes, automatically the heat is subdued and cold people feel. And so because of that kind of seasonal, atmospheric change, heat turning to cold, there will be scope for many plants, grass plants to come up. And those become the food for the black stacks. So sun causes rain causes food, and food causes all beings happier. Therefore, this is a beautiful expression talking about the rainy season. Now, again, the continuation, the next passage also we see the continuation of the description of the rainy season. That's why Aruna Prashna you read, because you get plenitude of knowledge, scientific knowledge, the meteorological knowledge, and what is going to have, what are the changes that the atmosphere experiences because of the atmospheric changes or geographical changes, because of the seasons. Even people will also have different advantages, disadvantages, and at the same time experiences and feelings. Therefore, the Tadma, actually here, there is one word, Tadma Pita Iva Drishyate. So that Pita Varna has been compared to a disease called jaundice. Tadma is jaundice. The person who has got jaundice, that would be signified in the eye. It's a liver problem. So, Tadma Pitaya, that means to say that our rishis know the many things and regarding the health, disturbance in health and all that. So all those symptomatic conditions are being attributed for the atmospheric changes, and vice versa also true. Therefore, the man is in nature, and man is nature, and nature is man. If the man were to go away from nature, automatically he will be a sufferer. So long we are with nature, we are with happiness. When we deviate from nature, everything is a problem. People nowadays use power for any and everything, for cooking food, for taking bath, for moving. Everything is being driven by the power of electricity or all that. But people have discovered that they give rise for a number of different ailments, and many Vishajwaras also crop up because of this. But in ancient time, our people depend upon the firewood, depend upon the coal, depend upon the natural heating agencies. But now things have changed, and therefore that's why he said Tadma. That means Tadma also is a symbolic signification that in case that liable for diseases or discomfort when there is a more heat and sudden fall of rain. You can experience. Supposing there is a very wonderful heat, suddenly rain comes, then a kind of smell from earth comes. That what we call as a Prithvi Gandha, the fragrance of the earth. Earth also has got Gandha. Therefore, the wonderful characteristics in Tarka Shastra, we get to know that Gandhavati Prithvi. What is earth? Earth is having the fragrance. So, whatever fragrance that is coming up from the flowers or from fruits or from, that's all the fragrance derived from the earth. That is the science you can understand. So fragrance is not in the sky. The fragrance of the plant or fruit or flower, etc., is there only in the earth. So what fragrance the earth has got, it's a mother. Prithvi Mata, Jauhu Pita. So mother is the earth, and therefore Amma will share any and everything to her children. That's why the mother and child, that relationship is stronger so long both live. So whatever be the age of the boy, He will be only a boy. He will not be a bigger boy. He will be big in age and profession and excellence and all that. But before the eye of my mother, he is just a small child. Like that, here it is said that the symbolic problems also crop up in case it is not properly aligned. So ailments disappear, health prevails when the rains, number of rains come forth. So rains in India and snow in outside India, they're all much wanted requirements for the balance of life upon the earth for people. If snow turns to water, and that's how water gets other countries, snow countries. And water directly comes because we have got plenitude of the water sources to restore earth tanks and rivers and canals and all that is there. Therefore, this is what it is that. And again, we have one more beautiful description continuing about the crops that are coming up during the because of the rainy season. What the farmer does, he just tills the soil and sows the seed, looks at the sky. When Surya Bhagavan graces, when rain comes, automatically the crops come up. That's why ह्लादयते ज्वलतश्चैव साम्यतश्च अस्य चक्षुषी या वै प्रजा भृक्कुस्यन्ते संवत्सरात्ता. This is what would happen during the and after the rainy season. One, because of the rain, ह्लादयते ज्वलतः, all crops get ripened and they become bright, they become vitaminous, nutritious, and they give strength and all that. And because of that kind of crops coming up, yielding coming up, people are hladayate. They take lot of delight when they get wonderful fruits, wonderful crops, and all that. And it's all because of so chakshushi samyataha. When you look at that green fields yielding fruits, and also green and also grows giving fruits, and also the gardens giving you a number of flowers, colored flowers, then you notice a joy, ecstatic joy among the people. Hey, what a beautiful color. Hey, orange, look at the color of the orange. Mango, beautiful. So like that, every fruit, healthy, will attract the eye, and then stomach, and then stamina. So all people, hladayate. Hladayate means they become hlada, santosha. So during the rainy season, the eye of people get kind of happiness, peace, satisfaction, and joy. That's why you have got the word samyata. Samyata means shanti, peace, comfort, hladana. And also what kind of sadhana it is? Chakshushi, connected to the eyes. So beauty is only the pleasure and delight for the eye. When that eye is happy, the whole body is happy. Look at the dancers. Even the dancers will make the eyes wonderful exercise. So their happiness or sorrow or whatever emotions that they have got to signify in their dancing according to the sense of the song which they are dancing at, then that is the samyatascha. Another reason is ya vai prajaha bhragumsyante samvatsaratta bhragushyante. So whatever losses the people face, then that will not properly sowing the seeds, not doing any agricultural operations, not planting that. When they don't do anything during or just after rainy season, they will suffer very much they will have more and more losses whole year. No income, no much satisfactory food products, and so on and so. That's why samvatsaratta braggusyante. Bram, braggu means nasha. So those people who turn lazy in spite of good rains, those people who don't till the soil and make sowing and all that, then they will be braggusyante. They will suffer. Not only they suffer, they make others also to suffer. And how long it goes? A whole year. If you don't properly plant and do agricultural operations during the required season, they will not. Many people in America, they say that, oh, sir, we should have done earlier so that we get crops and fruits and flowers during the summer season very well. Because preparation is most important. That's why there is a statement, what you sow, that you reap. If you don't sow, you don't reap at all. So that's why during the rainy season, because of the rain, because of the heat inside the earth, rain, heat inside, and other atmospheric support, you get one plenitude of crops, food, and that food is good. Therefore, it is hinted in this sloka, in samvatsaratta braggusyante, it is hinted that rainy season should be an advantage to all people, and the advantage of it, people have got to take whole year, and they should not be inactive during and after the rainy season, because whatever work, whatever reap, whatever things that they do it, or they get they give preparation for that, that they will be consuming the whole year. In fact, earlier days, people used to get the crops to the house, the harvest into the house. In their houses, they used to have a very big storing place, bhushanam or something like that. They used to fill the husk-filled grains. I remember my grandfather in his hall, in his house, because there are so many lands and all that. And people used to bring bags and bags, loads of rice, raw rice or husk filled aside, and all of them from the bags they're emptied. So I remember the days when I was a small boy, when that bhushanam was completely full with the rice, and what a joy! That was the wealth of the people. India is also is a bhoga kshetra, is a bhushana kshetra, is a kshatriya, is a punya kshetra, Nadi Kshetra, Rishi Kshetra, and also Chakravarti Kshetra. Oh, so many Kshetras are there in this. So, hello, Ma, are you ready? In 10 minutes, I'll come, I'll call you. Hello? Oh, thank you very much. Before you have done it, I think so. Happy New Year, Amma. So, this reason, and this is the only source which will allow us to be comfortable whole year. That's what the Arunaprastha Rishi, Kashyapa Maharshi, is telling us, that be careful. Samvatsarattat braggusyante, yavai prajaha braggusyante. If prajas were to become lazy during the rainy season, just about that, not doing any agricultural operations, they will suffer whole year for want of food grains. Supposing if they are really active, make use of the clouds, rain, heat of the earth, and so on and so forth, they will be having a rich food, plenitude of food. So in this manner, slowly we come to know much about the agriculture, much about the advantages of the seasons, much about the so many things. Therefore, we should mark that Aruna Prashna is not an ordinary text. It is a library full of information, and also cautions given to people that they cannot afford to be lazy. Having been born upon the earth, they should take advantage of the earth, because earth also contains water. It is a best absorber of water. In next text, you will see that Durbhiksham Devalokeshu Manunamudakangruhe. So there is a Durbhiksha in the world, in the heavens, because all water that was there in the sky has been emptied and given to the earth. And all that water is in the houses of people, in the earth, and so on. That's how we are going to see that how the whole year's scope for sustenance and support and happiness, Hladana, Arnam, Surya Bhagavan, and clouds are responsible for that. Here today we stop. I wish so more people come and join beforehand. Every time probably we have to send a reminder to them a day or two, so that they will prepare their timetable and log on. In the beginning, we had at least a few people more, and we wish that more people be benefited. Of course, recording is there, and we'll be airing that record of Ramayana. Will do it. And so, thank you. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Harihi Om. Sarvam Sri Krishnarpanamastu. Sarvam Sri Matrucharanaravinda Arpanamastu. Adityaya Somaya Mangalaya Budhaya Cha Guru Shukra Sanibhyascha Rahave Ketave Namaha. So Rama Yamanur, thank you very much, Babu. Today I'm in a mood to tell more things.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Andy. Monday next week. Okay.
Thanks, Gurule. Namaskara.
Thank you.